Hi, my name is Doug Marhopper. I'm with Digitech here, and we're in Austin at Summer NAMM show. And I'm going to show you some new rack piece that we're showing. Now, I guess I should start by let's forget that it's a rack. Because a lot of people are like, rack? Man, I haven't used a rack in like a couple of years. Here's the big difference. What this GSP 1101 is all about, it's about keeping your tone intact. Even if you're a discerning player who's got a Fender a little combo amp or a Marshall half stack, and that's the tone you really like. Here's what we're going after, is now the ability to blend the world of amp modeling and effect modeling in with your own tone. So even if you're just a tone freak, you've got a matchless or a bad cat, you can still use your tone, use your setup, incorporate the GSP into your rig. So what you do now is you run into the front of the GSP, it comes out of the GSP into the front of your amp, and then you run through the effects loop. So now it has a setup wizard. So what you do is it asks you a series of questions. It says, what are you using? Does your amp have an effects loop, or is it a straight amp? Now it sets itself up to your rig. So it's all ready to go. So now you're playing your song, you're in your set, you're playing your Fender amp, and you come up to a section where you want to use, let's say, a sparkle overdrive or a chorus pedal, virtual. You'll now have that pedal in the signal path as if you virtually plugged in a pedal in the front, even though it's being derived of as from a model of it. So now you have that in there. Now let's say for one section of the song, you want to switch, you have a Fender rig and you want a Vox amp. What's cool about this thing now is that you'll get that Vox model. It'll only utilize the power amp section of the Vox, completely bypassing the front of the Vox EQs and stuff. So now you've got the Fender amp. So now you only have the power amp section of the Fender with the Vox model going through your speakers. It's a whole new way of thinking about things. It's like you know, some guys, it's more like using modeling now, amp modeling as an effect. It's not necessarily going to be your whole tone, but you can use it just for passages. One song, I want a Marshall amp. I only brought my Fender amp. You now have it with the Fender power section going through your speakers. That's really cool. It has direct out too, so we have ability to, let's say, do an acoustic model. So you can now have that going directly out into the PA system just for acoustic.